A couple weeks ago I posted an update on the 1/8 scale Peugeot 205 that I'm building from IXO Collections, and I wasn't planning on posting an update for another couple of months, but actually I received 3 packages with quite a substantial amount of parts, so I figured I could continue with the build and post a update sooner than I actually planned, as it does have a significant amount of parts in here to post a nice update. Pretty much just finishing off the entire front end and also moving on to the back and exterior portion of things. Now before I could do this all, I needed to fix something, and that is the trunk. In the last episode I asked you guys if you wanted to see me update or upgrade this kit, and you all pretty much said I should do that by adding some blocking or carpet to the trunk. So I took those parts out, disassembled them all, added some really thick clear coat to it, a flat clear coat from Tamiya, and while it is still super wet, pouring the flocking or carpet material on top so it sticks, then let it dry, remove the excess material, recycle that for another use, and after everything has been properly cured, reinstall it all, put it together, and finish the trunk area off. So after doing it, I'm really glad I actually did, as it does completely transform the entire trunk, and it now matches nicely with the front half of the interior with all of the red carpet, and gives a continuous look to the back, making it look like it was actually supposed to be this way out of the box from IXO Collections. Now that is complete, I can move on with the new parcels that actually came in. That first started off by assembling the rear view mirror, putting the mirror piece on itself, and then gluing it to the glass. Well, gluing it, there is a piece of double-sided tape you just need to stick on and then put it in. Also, then the main glass was put in, and I could move on to the cowl where all of the wipers are in, and also add some electronics to the doors. I think this is for the interior lighting. There is a small switch if you open the door. I'm guessing the interior light will switch on once it is completely finished, and then just move back to the wipers and put those together and put them on. So as pretty much all of the interior is finished apart from the inside of the body itself, and also the door panels, as I still don't have doors or door panels. Those are yet to come, but for now they are focusing on some of the exterior pieces, adding some trim to the wheel arches and also the sides, and also adding the red stripe for the GTI. And not only that, in this video I will be finishing off the front of the car, giving it an actual nose. As you can see here, this is the interior structure piece, and there on top of it, on the sides and the fronts, I will add all the exterior bits like the lights and even the fenders. In order to also finish off the engine bay, there was still a small black trim piece, and the hood latch was on there too. Then the grille could be put onto that piece, and that could all be assembled together to start the build of the actual nose of the car. The headlights and indicators came all as separate parts, one big piece with the chrome insert, and also the glass piece. Those need to be screwed together and could then also be put into the nose. Now, as you've seen this build progress, there are loads of wires, LEDs, and all sorts of things included in the interior and chassis so far. And for the exterior, there of course will be some lights too, so those need to be put in as well. For installing the front fender, I still needed to assemble all of the plastics that surround the wheel arch, add the red trim in there, screw it onto the actual fender itself, and then install the front fenders. With this kit being so big, it has a lot of space for details and actual parts that really closely replicate the ones on the actual cars to be put in as well. The hood hinges are some of those parts. They consist of multiple pieces, and by the looks of it, they operate the same way the actual hinges on the car would as well. It is pretty complicated putting it all together, looking at the instructions, figuring out how they position it and how you should position it, but after a while you can just easily, or you can figure it out and then install it onto the hood itself. It is not really important to screw these screws in super tight, as that will obstruct the way that the hood actually operates, but you do need to put them down a little bit so it doesn't just fall down. It was actually a bit of a fight to install these hinges on the main structure of the car, as it was a super tight fit, so there was a bit of swearing. That's why the audio on this portion is cut out, and also some other weird sounds by pressing it in, but eventually it all snapped together nicely and works really well. I don't have the actual doors themselves yet, but there are some parts to finish off the interior piece where the door is going to be latched to. That needs to be screwed in, and then I could also add the side glass and also some of the side trim for the rear quarter. The small piece of trim on top here with the 1.6 or 1.9 is on the wrong side, so that's why it looks a bit wonky. I did eventually fix it and put the correct one on the correct side. So just like last time, I want your input again here. There is a small piece of red paint clearly visible behind the rear window, and I think it is supposed to be painted black to match with the interior pieces, but I'm not entirely sure yet. So I want you guys to comment down below, should I already paint that black, or should I just wait until I finish more of the interior off and know if it actually needs to be stayed red or not. So far I've found a couple of photos online of the real deal, and it didn't show any red or body color paint there, so I do think it needs to be painted black, but let me know if you think I should or shouldn't do it in the comments down below. It was a bit of a tight squeeze putting the body back on the chassis, and since it's not time for final assembly yet, and I will need to take it back off either to paint that black edge and also of course to put the rest of the interior into the body itself, I didn't really completely push it down all the way. I did eventually lower it a little bit more, but it's not yet in the final position, so it's a little bit off, but that will be fixed later on in the build. And with that said, that is pretty much it for this part of the series. I again will need to wait a couple more months for more of the parts to arrive. At the moment I finished package 20, so there is 4 to 5 more packages I believe to complete this entire build and to finish it off, and that will take about 4 to 5 months. So I'll see you guys in a little while back on this build series.